Hey, what's cracking, everybody? The RDOF, what's that? It's a Rural Digital Opportunity Fund. What does that mean to me? Well, I'll tell you what it means to you. You see, the FCC came up with this fund, this program, to be able to give monies to power providers, cable companies, contractors to expand broadband service to the rural areas where it was inadequate or simply inaccessible. This all started a few years ago, and it's finally come to pass. They've had their auction. They've distributed the money. The companies and places have gotten their grants, and the balls are starting to roll. The wheels are starting to move, so to speak. So what does that mean to us as linemen? What's that mean to us in the power industry? Well, as I said, some cooperatives were involved and some power providers were involved. So one of two things they're going to do. They're either going to hire contractors to expand the broadband network inside their infrastructure, or they're going to train their own workers to expand the broadband network to put in cable and whatnot. If they don't train their own workers, they're going to have contractors. Well, I remember the cable boom in the 90s. There was everybody and their brother were going to build cable. They were going to build cable. Splicers making a bunch of money. They got paid by the foot. They were making a killing. Everybody's making money. Guys were moving really fast. Guys were getting hurt a lot too. On that note, step forward to today, there's going to be a broadband cable boom. There's going to be a fiber optic boom. They are going to start running a lot more cable. What's that bring in? That brings in contractors. Some good, some bad. Where are these contractors going to be working? They're going to be in our infrastructure. They're going to be on our poles, around our substations, around our underground, by our transformers, by our services. They're going to be all up in our grill. So what do we do about it? We educate. We educate and we do our best to keep everybody safe. And we can't control outside contractors. We can't control the people that are working by the property or on the property. And you can ask your engineering department. You can ask your CEO, your line supers. Even though there are rules, laws, and regulations, those guys will go out and they'll set poles and they'll run wire and do whatever they want, and they won't let anybody know. It's simply the sad story of how it is. So what we need to do is we need to keep a really good eye, really close eye on what's going on in our systems. We need to make sure that we understand where they're going. You know, if you see trucks, if you see a cable truck sitting here or a truck and a pull trailer here or some buckets here, you know, pull in and ask them, hey, where are you guys working at? What are you guys up to? You'll get the information you need. Some of it could be life-saving information. A lot of these guys aren't trained. They come straight off the boat. They're in a bucket truck. They really don't know what they're doing. They know we're hanging fiber. They don't know how dangerous power is. They don't know how poles can be pulled by guy wires. They don't know that when they run a messenger that they can actually break poles. They don't know they can snap guy wires. A lot of them don't have the knowledge, don't have the common sense. There are good contractors out there. I'm not downtrodden contractors. I'm just saying when things like this happen, when these large bursts of construction happen, like it did back in the 90s, guys will get hurt. You get a lot of poor knowledge out there of what's going on and lack of training. So I think it may happen again. I can see the surge coming. You know, all the precursors are there to a large surge in construction, and I hope that we can make it through without having too many injuries and too many sad happenings. So I don't want to scare people. I don't want to upset anybody, but it's our job as linemen to keep an eye on the other linemen, you know, and make sure our system's safe and in operating order. And as I've said before, you know, with you watch home contractors and you watch farmers and try to make sure nobody's doing anything dangerous around the system. This is yet another hurdle we're going to have to get over, are these broadband and cable contractors coming in, and they're going to be working on the system. Not all of them bad, not all of them good. So keep your eyes open. If you want more information on the RDOF, what's going on, and all the technicalities that are going on, you can look at the and our ECA website. There's some info on there. Fiberrise.com is a good one to explain to you how everything worked out. And if you type in RDOF, it comes up everywhere. You can type in auction 904. That's the actual number of the auction that went on for the grant money to be distributed. And this is only phase one. It's a two-phase process. So the places that are affected now, which is pretty much countrywide, even though my cooperative I work for is not part of the auction, there's still, our service area is still part of it, because contractors and other entities have received money for the areas in which I live and where I work. So they're going to be on our poles. They're going to be in our system and our infrastructure. They're going to be all up in our grill, as I said. So even though your cooperative or your power provider, your IOU you work for may not have been part of the auction, still the service area in which you work and you take care of is still going to be affected. It's a countrywide deal, especially in the rural areas. And I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. I hope everything goes well. Education is the most important thing in training, especially for us as linemen. And I think this is something we needed to be made aware of. In my scope of view, I feel that it's going to be something that we need to go over safety-wise, and we need to talk about. Even though it's not quite in our wheelhouse, it may not be in our wheelhouse, but we need to understand and know, not just, well, oh my, where'd all these contractors come from? I can't believe there's all these telephone contractors and different trucks, and it's coming. That's all I have to say about it. Anything you want to hear, nddowntheline@gmail.com. Anything you think I missed or you want to know more about it, drop me an email. Let me a comment in the comments box. I'll try to get you an answer. And everybody else, stay aware, stay safe, and I'll see you down the line.